What's good, y'all? Welcome back. This is Izzy, aka Kanyeezy, and we're back with another review for Invented Kicks. You already know what it is. Right in front of you, you can see it's the Air Jordan 1 High OG Game Royal, or the Royal Toes as we know it. Now, before we get into it, please give us a thumbs up if you do enjoy the content today, and also hit the subscription button below to stay in tune with all of our content. So as soon as we get it, you guys got it, all right? So without further ado, as always, let's get right into it, y'all. Wow, there you guys go, all right? So front and center, you can see the Game Royals or the Royal Toes. I'm going to roll with the Royal Toes as most people have been calling them, or like we all call them pretty much at this point. Now, with that being said, I think a lot of people with this shoe were a little bit let down by the fact that they weren't actual Royal Toes. So, we're talking like the Pine Green, Shattered Backboard, the Red Toes, like all of those pairs where it's usually the color here matches the heel and then up here is black and the middle is white, that type of stuff. So a lot of people, I think, wanted actual Royal Toes and instead saw these as what was going to release and were immediately like,
them shit is blow. Man, they looked at it good before.
now, personally, I think the colorway is fire. Even with the fact that they weren't Royal Toes, I was a little bit let down, but not enough to dissuade me from wanting to cop these, because these, like I said, I was instantly thought that the color was fire, and I love how clean it looks between the blue, the black, and the white and all that stuff. Just the way the colors balance each other out, I think it looks really sharp. Aside from that, there is a pair of these that, or a pair that looks a lot like these. It's an Air Jordan 1. It's a sample from 85, and it's almost identical to these. I can't remember exactly where the color placement was. It might have been like it had a white, toe box with a royal blue swoosh here. I can't remember quite exactly, but it's very, very similar to these. And if I can find the picture, I'm going to put them up right here so you guys can actually see that. But these joints, man, it reminded me a lot of those. And I think that kind of made me a little bit more excited. I was still kind of let down as well, because I'm like, you could have just released a sample pair and really made my dreams come true. But why do that, right, JB? So instead we got these right here, and like I said, I still was like, this color by itself, even if you release the Royal Toes and a sample pair, these are fire. I just can't be mad at this shoe. And like I said, the way the colors play off each other and came together was really nice. I think another thing that pissed people off, especially the OG one, the enthusiasts, the people who are like, if you want to call them extremists or whatever, the purists, they hated this leather tongue tag. And I'm not going to hold you. I think it pisses me off when they do this on like OG stuff, like the band colorways, the Chicago color, the black toe colorway stuff. Like when they put that on shoes like that, it kind of really irritates me. Like when they did that to the Court Purple 2.0s, that's a colorway that's blocked after the Chicago colorway, which is an OG. To me, you don't put those leather tongue tags on that. I know it's not an OG colorway, but it's still OG-esque, right? So that's just me. But other than that, man, I was really feeling these, and out of the box, pulled them out and was instantly impressed. I was a little sketchy about what the materials are going to be like, but I feel like the build is great all the way around. It reminds me a lot of the LA Kai, which we're actually going to review and look at together with these so you guys can see what I'm talking about in terms of the similarities. It's not the same, but it's definitely very similar. And like I said, that's pretty much it. I think you guys are going to be impressed. You guys are going to like these when you pull them out the box for whoever got these. I think that in terms of value, the value on these is going to go up in a little while. In a few years, people are going to wish that they didn't pass up on these, whoever did, if you did. So without further ado, like we always do, let's get into the close-ups and the comparisons and all that good stuff, all right? Here we go, y'all. All right, y'all, so getting directly into it, like I said before, the leather is pretty much the same everywhere, from the toe box, the toe cap, all the way to the mid panels, and even on the heel portions from top to bottom. You can see it's all pretty much done up in the same leather. Now, the leather is decent. It's pretty good. I think it's good quality. I don't think the stuff is cheap, whether it's synthetic or it's actual, real leather. I don't know, but nonetheless, it's still pretty good stuff. So this is not a pair that I would consider cheap. I think this is a home run in terms of a solid Air Jordan 1 for 2020. Now you can see that I have the Court Purples and even the LA Kais out here just so you guys can see, especially the LA Kais. I'll pay much more attention to those because the LA Kais kind of have everything done up in the same leather. The Court Purple part 2, those, or 2.0s, those joints, the purple portions on those are a little bit different than the leather that you see on these Royal Toes and the LA Kais. But it's really almost identical to the LA Kai. The LA Kai, the side panels are a little bit thicker, but it's not that much of a difference. It's very similar to what you will find on the LA Kai pair. So if I could compare these to anything, it'd be those. Or if you don't have the LA Kai, then I would say the Court Purple 2.0s. One last thing I'll probably want to point out is the fact that these do have a leather tongue tag, and a lot of people were upset about them. Some people even passed on these because they had a leather tongue tag, and I don't blame them, because I feel like if you're going to make Air Jordan 1, high OGs and then make Retro Plus colorways, like, make them OG, don't take away the nylon tongue. That was probably the big deal, for these and the Court Purple 2.0s. It was obviously something that just didn't need to happen. It feels like JB is trolling when they add that on there, and that's why I'm spending so much time on it. But like I said, I prefer the regular nylon one because it's OG. Like, I want Jordan 1s to be as OG as possible, especially if this is a Air Jordan 1 high OG. So the leather tongue tag is a bit annoying, but it doesn't detract me from buying these because, like I said, the rest of the shoe was done so well, in my opinion, that I think they were worth copying and getting. I mean, I just can't wait to put these on feet. But that's the last thing that I think I wanted to point out to you guys, just to, kind of let you know of all the things on this shoe that you want to kind of take notice to, especially anything that's different. And that's one of the key things that I think is different between these and other Air Jordan 1s. But as far as the materials go, I don't think you guys are going to be disappointed unless I got a one-off pair. But I have seen other pairs online, and a lot of them look just like this, which are very similar to the LA Kai. So that pretty much wraps it up in terms of the materials and the close-ups and all that good stuff and what to look out for. And I think the biggest takeaway for me is that they're using these leather tongue tags, and the fact that the leather has now gone from tumbled to whatever this stuff is. And I'm not mad at it. I do think that with tumbled leather, with wear, I think it looks a little bit better because, the creasing on the toe box and all that stuff, you just don't see it as much. However, this pair does look nice, and I love it because the OG Air Jordan 1s, and I'm talking the joints from 85 and all of those back then, they didn't have tumbled leather. They didn't have any of that. It was I believe authentic leather, straight up real leather, but this stuff was very, flat. It wasn't textured at all. It was just really good, authentic, thick ass leather. With that being said, in terms of fit, these fit the same as all of your other Air Jordan 1s. Whatever size you get in your Jordan 1s that you've gotten before, get the same size. For me, Air Jordan 1s run a half size small, so I tend to go a half size up. And so I got an 11, which is the same size I get in all my Jordan 1s. But a lot of people like their Jordan 1s to fit either a little bit snug or true to size. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments who's planning on getting a pair, who got an early access pair, what you guys think of the materials, the leather tongue tag, which seems to be such a big deal for a lot of folks. So let me know what you guys think of these, because I'm interested in knowing who's rocking with the royal toes the same way that I am. All right, y'all, so that pretty much wraps it up in terms of today's review. So thanks for tuning in with your boy Kanyizzy. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow myself, Kanyizzy, at KANYIZZY, and you can follow Invented Kicks as well, at Invented Kicks. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, be safe, y'all.